What's going on, everybody? Live Farmer 73 here. What's up? Want to say hello to everybody. Welcome in, Guava. I just want to get right into it, okay? So when you come in, just see yourself in, sit yourself down. Hopefully, it'll be a conversation and not just a one-sided rant. There is, I feel. Let's start there. How you doing, Evelyn? How you doing? Let me get out of here and redo this. Let me see. How you doing, Ashley? Who else we got? Natasha, Annie. C. Francis, how you doing? It's good to see y'all in here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Let me see. Hold on, cause I can see a lot better with my iPad here. Okay, here I go. All right, now I can see y'all comments a lot better, and I ain't gotta keep these glasses on so much. All right, let me start over. I'm gonna just do a quick roll call. Evelyn, 4NB. Y'all names, I'm not gonna try to chop them up, okay? I'm not gonna do it. Shamira, Natasha, how you doing? Annie, yep, here we go. Chosen One, Daily Dose. Who we got here? Chris, Annie, how you doing? The Frugal Gardener, how you doing? Marvel, how you doing? I am everything. How you doing, Stanley? How you doing? Silver Scorpion, C Wood, C Francis, Leon, TLC in the garden. How you doing, my sister? That's enough because there's a lot of names in here. I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce because I will. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to pronounce that stuff, y'all. I'm sorry. It'll just make a fool out of me and you. All right. Um, I'm sorry about that, and I wanted to give everybody a shout out, but some of these names I'll be on here 15, 20 minutes trying to figure it out, sounding it out, and just to figure out it's some kind of cute name you thought up while you was in you sleeping. Look, let's get right into it. And that's no disrespect to you. I thank you for being here, but I can't. Okay. Listen, y'all. I've been working on this and I've been uploading videos for the longest now. What's up, Dirt Farm? Dirt Road, how you doing? I'm trying to find the right words without just rattling off or without sounding crazy. I'm going to just say it the best way I know how to say it, okay? I'm not going to get into politics, but you can't help it. I'm so sick. I'm so sick of politics and politicians. I'm so sick of them, y'all. All of them on both sides. I'm sick. I'm tired. I'm fed up because everything that we're talking, it's hard to talk about anything positive anymore because everything you see makes you have a negative reaction. Everything is like poison ivy. Everything. You I have been trying to not, well, I'm gonna tell you something I did. Every news outlet that I've been watching, I went into my analytics and I deleted them out of my analytics. Anything in my search history, I deleted it. Anything in my watch history, I deleted it. Now I'm gonna tell you how this plays out in social media. I deleted everything that's doing nothing but making me angry. Everything you watch on the news or anything that's happening right now, makes you angry. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Listen, I'm not an angry dude. I am not that guy. I'm not the one. I'm not the rage ranter kind of guy. I'm not. But the things that have been going on in the last 12 years, y'all, it had I went back into my videos and I was erasing a lot of my videos and getting rid of a lot of my videos. And I'm like, listen, that rant isn't going to help anybody, you know. So I went back and I'm erasing some of this stuff. And you know what I noticed about myself? I'm angry. I also noticed it don't take much to set me off. It's like I'm one of those firecrackers that lit on the holiday, but it don't go off, but you scared to touch it. As soon as you walk near it, it blow up. That been me. And I've noticed for quite a while now. But see, this the part why I'm admitting that, because I can look back on my videos and I don't even want to watch myself go off like that, right? So I know don't nobody else want to watch it. The only people that want to watch it are the people that want to antagonize the situation and keep it fueled up and going. I got to be honest with you, family. Everything that I've been seeing, it just upsets you so bad. It just makes you angry. I'm not an angry dude. Listen, if you knew me in real life, I'm a fun loving. I like to have a good time. I like to have good people around me. I am not a yelling back and forth. If we have an argument, I'm going to let you win just so I can get away from you. If we have a dispute, a back and forth where I'm not going to lose anything, you know, something like that, I'm going to back off of you. If this is not something that I can't deal with legally and in court and get it over with, I just get away from you. I'm not the kind of person to go do a lot of back and forth with people. I'm not. I never have been, even on social media. If you got a problem with me, I'll let you have at it. I will address you on the sideline and tell you, hey man, don't do that. And if you got something bad to say, I'll knock yourself out. With that being said, I can't watch the news. I can't watch television without something triggering my negative attitude. And the reason why I'm able to tell y'all that today is because I'm not alone. All of y'all feel the exact same way. I don't even know you, probably never seen you in real life before, but I can guarantee you feel the same way. It don't matter who you voted for. It don't matter where you at or what side of the aisle you're on. Everything you're seeing right now, unless you have some kind of problem, everything you're seeing gives a negative effect. And here's the part that I found something out, and then we're going to get into this subject. When I erased all of the negative news outlets, all of the negative information, all of the negative, all of that, once I deleted all of my negative watch history, deleted all of my negative search history, news outlets, certain content creators, once I deleted that, I can't make this up. I lost 700 subscribers. 700. And counting. And counting. And the only thing I could think is, this machine wants me to stay negative. This machine that we're all in wants me to just growl and rant and fight and fuss and go back in my old videos. That's not me. That wasn't me, man. 700, I can prove it. And counting. It may be even more because I just took a notice to it. Maybe it was a while ago. and counting. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because one thing that this social media monster don't like, it don't like the truth. It does not like the truth. It likes anger, and it's feeding off of anger. It's feeding off of lies. It's feeding off of non-truth, and it's feeding off of rage bait, clickbait, 2-second videos, anything that's going to keep you uninformed of reality. That's what this thing is feeding off of. And if you don't have the fuel or the food to feed it, it don't want to have anything to do with you. I understand that now. And what I've also, and again, this is not factual. This is just based on my observation. It also won't alert people with right good sense. If you stand your ground and be true to yourself, this monster will not push your information out. It will only alert the people that want that negativity. If so many people say, man, you putting out videos like crazy and I ain't got no notifications. I understand. If I'm talking about something that got some damn sense or something that's packed with information that we all need, you won't get it. You won't hear it. I watch a bunch of people online and it's the same thing. I literally have to go looking for them. If you want to talk about fighting with these politicians and fighting with the politics and who you voted for, and you want to be in a thing of fighting about that, oh man, oh my God, you won't be able to get rid of the audience, right? And you could talk for 50 days and they'll stay there listening and fighting back and forth with you. But the reason I'm not here today to talk about that, I'm just saying how negative everything is, even to the point of social media controls a lot of it. All right. So I'm going to get in here. I have been feeling nonstop. Something is coming. The reason I started with the news and everything else is because it's all part of this. I feel like something bad is coming. I'm talking about worse than it already is. I feel like something so bad is coming. A tidal wave of evil, of destruction, like you said, negativity. I know this ain't my thing, but I gotta say what I feel right now because I ain't got nothing else. I'm gonna tell you why I say this. It's stuff, the way I see people moving right now, where they don't care. People are just going through about their everyday life like nothing is wrong. You know, they happy and joyous and still, this the craziest part. Everybody is still spending money the same way they did, like nothing is wrong. Everybody grocery carts is loaded full of nonsense, and people are just buying and spending their money like so willingly. They're not even thinking when they spend their money when it comes to, hey, what do I need this for? Right now, every cent that we're spending should be about, what do I need this for? What do I need this for? Like, how is this going to help me? Right? How is this product going to help me and my family right now, the way the world is right now? Now I'm going to state another fact. Politicians have already been telling us for the last 8 years to prepare, store away food, store away water. Now, even in the states where it's supposed to be illegal to do all of that stuff, right? There are states that's telling you it's illegal to capture water, to store water, yada, yada, yada. It's some states out there. But now they're going real easy on people and telling people you need to store up at least 6 months of water. You need to store up at least 6 months of food. I'm going to say this, and I know it's crazy. This is what made me really, really want to do this video. Because I saw, again, remember, I have erased all of that stuff out of my search history, my watch history, so they're not funneling all of this negative news to me anymore. The algorithm isn't funneling all this negative news outlet stuff to me anymore. But one thing was funneled to me out of the blue, and that was the presidential doomsday plane landed at the LAX airport. Did anybody see that? Anybody know anything about that? Never in my 53 years have I ever seen this plane before, ever. I've heard about it. I've never seen it. I've heard about this secret plane as much as you hear about Bigfoot. Like there's a secret doomsday plane there's several doomsday plane that comes and scoops up the elites and certain politicians, and then they fly off into some secret mountain underground living place, correct? We've all heard of it. We've all heard rumors of it. We've never seen it. Most of us have never seen these things. This plane landed in LAX airport the other day. There's only one reason for this plane to be seen. And that's if something bad is about to happen. I have already had the feeling that something bad is coming down the pike because this tidal wave of evil is unstoppable. I can't put a finger on it, but it is unstoppable. What I've been seeing, everything that I've been seeing right now is literally, I don't even have the words for how crazy it is. One side of the field is still trying to play by the rules, and the other side is just cheating. No matter what, you can't fight. You can't beat a cheater that don't play by the rules. I said this a while back. If a person does not believe in God and you make them put their hand on the Bible and swear on the Bible to uphold a certain oath, if they don't believe in God, them putting their hand on this Bible means zip to them. It doesn't mean anything, right? Let me see what this. So the same thing goes for if a person, they're not playing by the rules. That's not how they play. So while you're sitting over there going by the book and trying to fight this crazy madness with the book, the other person ain't even playing the same game you're playing. You playing checkers and they doing double dutch. They're not even playing the same game you're playing, right? So that's why I can't understand these people are supposed to have been college educated and so smart, but everybody is so stupid at the same time. Again, I'm not gonna go down that road. Let me get into this. Something bad is about to happen. And I truly feel it. You know, I'm not that doomsday prepper dude to be like, oh, it's about to happen. It's coming. I'm not him. I ain't never titled none of my videos like that because I think that's some bug. But I'm going to tell you something. Doggone it. I did. Did I title it that this time? I sure did. I titled it like that this time. I titled it like that this time is because this is not something you need to be a conspiracy theorist to see. It's in everything that's happening. It's in everything you touch. Truth says about the plane in LA. What about it? Do me a favor, please. Don't do that. Let me see. I gotta let you go. Hey, look. Okay. Oh, you had no clue about that? That yeah. Go look. I honestly, I almost wish I didn't even see it, because it just put me in another negative space of why is they doing this? Even if it's a doggone optical stunt, why are you doing this to the people? Hey, Daniel Johnson, please take that down. Okay? Daniel Johnson, can you take that down? I'm going to wait and I'm going to ask you one more time. Please take that down. I'll give you a second. Okay? Yeah, don't do that, man. Thank you. Because it may be funny to you, but somebody in this chat is going to be disrespectful. I'm not in the mood for doing that today. Okay? I'm not in the mood to try to figure out who with me and who ain't. All right. This is a subject, the reason I want to do this video, this is a subject that I want to talk about that I never talk about for certain reasons, because it goes crazy and people are non-realistic with the subject matter. So I'm not going to say the actual word because it drives people crazy and it brings in a lot of trolls and weirdos. But I'm going to say this. And trust me, this isn't one of my normal videos. I really, really need you to listen. Hey, Katina Brooks. Do y'all understand, before I get there, do you understand that we have literally made enemies with everybody on the planet Earth? Did y'all know that? That the United States of America has no allies anymore. None. One minute we was teaming up with our enemies, but somehow he was able to even ruin that. Now our enemies are actually our enemies. For real, for real. And not only are they our enemies, they're puffing their chest up and double dog daring us to stop them from getting their oil. These countries are saying, we're all going to show you. We ain't going to get our oil one by one no more, because if you do that again, we going to hand it to you. No, all of us evildoers are getting together. They done joined their own little gang. I'm not going to say what it's called, but you build houses with it. The foundation of your house is built out of this. They've all come together, and now they're all on the ocean together going to pick up their oil and double dog daring the United States of America to flinch. In their face. Like, if you so much as come 1 foot closer, it's going to be a problem. And it showed America weak and looking stupid because we have no allies. We can't call Canada and say, Canada, help us. We can't call Greenland, Greenland, help us. We can't call Mexico, Mexico, help us. The bad guys is stealing all the oil. They stealing the oil before we can steal the oil. Please don't say that. That's why it's a reason why I described the foundation of the house. Because I can say the word, okay? Please. It's reasons for this stuff, y'all. All right. We all know the problem. It's getting worse every single day. And the people that's supposed to be saving us is sitting around with their thumbs between their cheeks, and we don't know what's going on. All right? So here we go. With all this going on, all of these different countries got us in the crosshair. They're not just our enemies anymore. They're aiming at us and daring us to move. See, it's a difference between, hey, we don't get along. I guess we're enemies. It's a difference between just being enemies, just not getting along, and fighting. See, all these years, US always had enemies. We always had opposition. But it's rare that you get somebody aiming and putting us in the crosshair. It's very rare that somebody put a red dot on the United States of America. And not just one red dot. We're already fighting with a country illegally that we ain't got no business over there. I don't care what that man did. That ain't none of our dang on business. I know he's a bad guy. That ain't none of our business, man. So we're already in a fight with one country. How did you make enemies supervillains overnight? You know, that's he say he's out to rule the world. Here's the problem. You can't, because you came in here. You ever see somebody come into the club and they talking mad junk, and then they get their tail whipped in front of everybody? That's what's happening right now. Come in here with all that mouth, and somebody came up and pimp smacked you, and now you looking stupid with two less teeth. That's America right now. I don't want to get into the political part of this, because I said I don't want to go down that line, because it's just going to make me angry. It's so hard for me not to be upset these days. Yes, I saw the letter to the postal workers, because you want to know something about the postal workers? This is a true story. I think I am still employed at the United States Postal Service. Can you believe that? Yes, I got the letter. Not only did I get the letter, every single year, they send me a letter about my pay allowance for my clothes and stuff, and my boots and my gear. I still get a letter about my allowance. They send me my brochure for all my postal uniform clothing every year. I swear, I think I could walk back into my job and just start working, and nobody would question me. They would just ask me, what time am I coming back? So I did receive the letter, and yes, I do have it. It's all over everything. It's all over social media. But I knew it before I seen it on Facebook. The reason I'm here today is because I want to ask you guys something. Could you live with no power? I want you to really think about how serious that question is. That's why I'm trying not to joke around too much. I want you to really think about what electricity does in all of our lives every day. It's such a, we don't even think about it. It's so easy, and it does everything so much. We don't even think about it. There's something else you need to know. There's about 12 or so major places here in the United States say would still need natural gas here. Um, Let me tell you something about electricity though and gas. Nothing can get pumped out or into your home without electricity. If you think just because you have an older car with no computers in it, you still can't get no gasoline. You can't go to a gas station to get nothing. Hell, the cashier can't even count your damn money to give you your change back in the gas station. How many people have ever been to the gas station and you go in there, hey, the card machine out there ain't working. That little girl say, I'm sorry, sir, but the system is down. And you looking like, so what? Now, if you from the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s, you're looking at the little girl like, so what? So where's your calculator? That's a fancy watch you got on your arm, and that watch is controlled by your cell phone. Chop, chop, I gotta go. I'm late for work. That little girl will tell you, sir, my manager said we can't sell anything until the system comes back online. It's been down for the last 2 hours. Absolutely everything is ran by electricity and computers. Everything. We got all the countries on the planet Earth with a red dot on America's forehead. And they know all of our essential areas where if they struck those 12 or so essential areas and locations, they could shut this whole doggone country down in less than an hour. They've already done it. Do y'all remember, what was that, a few years ago? Where one minute they got spy balloons and the next minute somebody hit a power grid and knocked out all the power from South Carolina, North Carolina. Y'all remember? That was what, 2 years ago? So they never found the person. Do y'all remember that? Listen, those kind of stories go away. We need closure. This is like a bad relationship. Listen, I feel like when they told me the grid went down because of some dude went up there and threw a Coca-Cola can at some wires or something. Listen, hey, we need to know more. I feel like I just came home from work and you said, hey, dear John, I'm leaving. All my bags is packed. Peace. Can you tell me why? What did I do? What's going on? Did I say something wrong? Did I do something wrong? I need closure. They never gave us closure every time that grid went down. And the grid was down a couple years ago for like in South Carolina, it was down for like over a week, 2 weeks or something like that. Nobody ever said what happened. The whole city of Columbia, South Carolina was out and then some. Gone, out. No power, no explanation. One day they say, hey, the power is on. Nobody said on the news or nothing, hey, the power came back on because, I don't know, turkey buzzard ran into some power lines. Nothing. 1 minute the power was off for 2 weeks. The next minute the power was back on and nobody said a word. Then it was little rumors about some dude went and crashed into the doggone power grid somewhere. Sabotage. But no, they never said another word. So here's my point. That's just some jackass that woke up that morning with a grudge and a chip on his shoulder and went and knocked out one little power grid and then knocked out two whole states on the East Coast. That's one dude. They had him on camera. One dude. Now, if you got all the other countries on the planet aiming at us, and they already know all, if one little goofy dude know where our main power sources are, you don't think all of the smart intelligence of all these other nations, you don't think they know? Here's the other part of this situation. Our infrastructure. is so old. Our electrical infrastructure, our aqueducts and water and plumbing situation, our everything we have is so old and crumbling. That's why it's always dudes on the side of the road with those little orange and yellow hats on and striped vests working on something, because all they doing is going to patch stuff that's been down here for the last 100 years. We're trying to run fiber optic cables of the new technology and 5G networks and everything else. We're trying to run new fiber lines through some old PVC pipes and stuff. They're trying to tie in new technology with an old horse and buggy kind of technology and try to make it work. Our infrastructure is so bad, it wouldn't take nothing to knock us out of the ball game. Nothing. Nothing. They've been saying this for years and years and years. But they don't want to invest in that. They don't want to say, hey, let's all get together and we need to fix that. That's one thing we can't fix. And if you don't believe me, look at the bridges in the United States. Every bridge I go over scares the hell out of me because let me tell you something. I'm not an engineer, but I got common sense. There should not be potholes on a concrete bridge. I'm not an engineer, never been to school for it, don't know nothing about it. I'm not an architect, don't know nothing about it, never been to school for it. But common sense tells me every square inch of the concrete on this bridge is supposed to be there. But no matter how many damn bridges I go over from both of the Carolinas, Georgia, Florida for a fact, or Georgia, let me see. I'm always in Georgia, Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia. The bridges have potholes like they're in Detroit. You go over a bridge and you will bust your springs and shocks on a bridge. Now, the question is, if this bridge has a pothole in it, ain't that a little bit less concrete that's supposed to be holding us up? See, it's common sense, man. I'm sorry, that don't make no sense to me. But that's how bad our infrastructure is when it comes to everything. Everything is old and we trying to, you know how sorry it is. It's like seeing a 70-year-old man try to dress like a young kid. You ever see that? Old playboy trying to dress like I done mess around and got my hair all dreaded up. I be shoot, man. I wears my golds, man. I gotta show my golds. I don't know why old men got to do their hand like that. I got to pull out my golds so y'all can say I got me some gold toothuses, everything, even though his real teeth because they missing. Ain't nothing more pathetic than seeing an old man or an old woman try to act like they young. That's disgusting looking to me. It's just disgusting. Even if you got a body and you still got it together, don't mean you got to try to act or dress like these young kids. That is what the infrastructure is. It's old as hell, and they keep trying to dress it up and paint it and patch it and glue it to make it look like it's only 19 years old. Let's get back into this. If those lights go out, now they ain't coming back on. If somebody mess around and knock the lights out, and I'm going to tell you several reasons why, if our grid go down right now, it ain't coming back on. You want to know why? Because we have a lunatic that loves to see that kind of stuff in charge. He is not interested in trying to fix nothing for nobody. He is not in any hurry or an emergency to go help nobody with all of the natural disasters going on right now. Have y'all noticed that? He is hell-bent on destroying everything he touches. He is in no way trying to help the American people do anything. So if that grid goes down, it's going to stay down. And the reason why I know it's going to stay down, not only because he's incompetent, but the other reason it's going to stay down is because he can make money off of it staying down. Nothing is going to stand in his way of making money, even your life. Nothing. With the grid down, he's going to make a killing. I didn't want to say that, but he'll make a killing if the grid go down. If the grid go down, you know what's going to happen? He's going to start selling flashlights with his signature on them. You better recognize. If the lights go out, I guarantee you he'll start selling flashlights, gold flashlights with his signature on them. That's how he feels he's helping the people. Now, if those lights go out, if these people keep aiming at us and that man keep on pissing these people off to the point, you know what? Most battles start by somebody accidentally pulled the trigger. Did you know that? In every battle in history, there's one piece of every major battle in history in America that is never documented. You know what that is? Who shot first? Nobody in no battle ever knows who shot, which side shot first and started. That's what starts the battle. It's like the starting gun in a race. Who did it? The reason why we don't know that because everybody don't follow orders. And you get these soldiers so hyped up, sometime they might get little antsy and somebody sneeze and accidentally pop, pop, pop. Next thing you know, is lights in the sky. And it's going to be that way for some years. That man keep playing in people's faces, and they're not playing. So what's scaring me is it's a standoff. Here's the problem. I'm not gonna call it what they traditionally call this, but because it's racist as hell. But it's a standoff. The problem is it's not one dude aiming at another dude. It's one dude, and it's 4 or 5, 6 other dudes pointing at this one dude. We're the dude in the middle. We're the dude in the middle holding 2 firearms like this, but we got 6 other firearms pointed right back at us. Okay. I want you to look around your house right now, and I want you to really think about something. How much stuff inside your home, and in your life is run with electricity? I'm not even getting into no other subject right this very second because I want you to understand something. How much other stuff in your life, inside your home right now, is run off of electricity? Name it. Because if you think that your water will come out the pipes without electricity, you're wrong. That's right. Everything except your fireplace. Absolutely. If you have a wood burning fireplace, that's the only thing that doesn't run with electricity. That's the only thing. And your broom and mop. Your water don't run without electricity. It's not in your house. But listen to me. Your water that's piped through the system on the grid coming to your house, that little man, all he got to do is drive down your street and get his iPad and punch a couple buttons that said you didn't pay your water bill this month and shut your water off. They made sure everybody had one of those electrical shut off switches put it installed in the grid, in the ground over the last good 15 years. That's all they've been working on. They finally put mine in my house I want to say last summer. Not this past summer, but summer before last. They finally put that electrical thing so they can shut my water off whenever they want to. So your water ain't even your water is run off electricity. Most people's stoves. And look, let's keep it real. If you got natural gas, the natural gas is even controlled by the same thing that the water is controlled by now. See, back in the day, that's how people's houses used to blow up because it wasn't no regulator on there. The only regulator was coming off your furnace. But now your gas line is being run by electronic regulators. So if you didn't pay your gas bill, they ain't got to come knock on your door and beg to get in your basement to shut your power off and put the little lock on it. No, the little man drives up by your house, get his iPad, punch a couple buttons, and your gas go out. If you can't go to the store and purchase no food legally because all the registers are down, all the cashiers are down, all the computers are down, now you done put yourself in a deadly situation of looting and fighting amongst yourselves for food because ain't nobody leaving out of that store without no food. That's another one. What airplanes can't run without electricity unless you got a kite. If you flying on one of them hang gliders or something, you doing the Bankhead bop on a damn hang glider. Ain't nobody flying no hang gliders. Everything runs off of diesel fuel, gasoline, and electricity. Everything does. Everything. Yeah, you can't even hardly steer no hang glider. You just the luck of the draw, you know. Wherever you land, that's where you land. Wherever you lay your hat is your home, you know. So everything runs off of electricity. So get this. How would you heat your home? We're going to start here. Let's get it. No power. When I say grid down, I mean zero power, electricity. How the only way that I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to let you guess it. I'm going to tell you. You need a freaking wood stove. Not a propane heater, not a diesel heater, not a buddy heater. You need a wood stove right now. It serves several different purposes. You can cook on top of it. You can heat everything you need on it. You can dry your clothes. It's going to keep your family warm. You can, everything. Let me tell you something. Best investment I ever made. Best investment I ever made. You don't have to buy one that expensive. You don't have to buy one that big. They sell those Camp Chef camping wood stove. Heat your house up, man. You can cook on it. And the best part is, man, all you need is wood. All you need is wood. You don't need diesel fuel. You don't need propane. You don't need kerosene. And you don't need gasoline. But you can cook and stay warm. So get this. You need a wood stove. Go on Facebook Marketplace and look for somebody's old wood stove. I can't make this up. I don't care if you're going to use it or not. Get one and just leave it in your shed. Go put it in your garage for rough times. you know, or play with it on your day off or whatever. Try to hook it up. But for the most part, have one on hand. Something that you can install inside your home. Telling you. Telling you. All right. The other thing that don't work without electricity. Water. Family. Go dig you a well. And if you cannot dig yourself a well to pump out water, you need to start storing as much water. And I've been saying this for years. You need to go pump out as much water. I mean, save as much water while you still got it running out the tap and out your water hole. You need to be purchasing jugs. Don't just throw out your milk jugs and stuff. Go ahead. If you got the screw down cap, do whatever you got to do to store your water. Don't try to worry about purifying your water. Do not store purified water. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't use up all of your purifier tablets and stuff like that, or using any apparatuses like your water purification system and then fill the jug up, because over time that water's still gonna go bad. Bacteria still will enter that water no matter what you do. So this is what I do. I get my water hose and store up all of that doggone water, and then when it's time to drink it, then I purify the water. I don't purify it beforehand because it's going to go bad. You don't know when you're going to get a chance to drink it, right? So please store up as much water as you can. I'm going to say roughly, I know this sounds crazy, but listen to me close. If you can get one of those big 250 gallon, 350 gallon food grade IBC totes that I got out here, I've had them for years. Go back and look at my videos. I've been doing this since the beginning. I had them at my other house. If you can go get a food grade IBC tote, either 250 or 350 gallon totes, get them. Fill them up. Clean them out. Go ahead, pay a little money if somebody done cleaned them out already. Clean them out. Fill them up. Put them somewhere, because once you fill them up, you ain't moving them. I don't care what you got, tractor, whatever. Go fill them up and just sit on them. I know it sounds crazy. I was doing a live stream the other day. That's another one. I'm not going to get into that stuff, y'all. I'm not going to mess with that. However you purify your water is your business. I'm not going to say how, okay? I can't. If you have a swimming pool at your home, that's great. If you have like an in-ground pool, or you take care of an above-ground pool worth of water, that's excellent. That's a great idea. I'm just saying, okay? If you have a pond, that's more wonderful. But for the most part, everybody can go and get an IBC tote. You can go out and get a 55-gallon drum, plastic drum, with an old pickled drum. Fill it with water, man. Fill it with water. Okay? Because everybody can't go out here and drill no well and get water. But everybody can store water. I would get several of those IBC totes, because each tote, let's see, it's real easy to find a 250-gallon tote. I would get 4 of those, because that's 1,000 gallons of water. It sounds like a lot of water, but it's not. My animals, my livestock go through 350 gallons of water in a little over a week. I'm telling you. So that's not as much water as you think. Every time I fill their water up, they have a 55-gallon drum out there. So imagine, if they got 55 gallons, just say 50 gallons of water, I can only fill their water up 5 times. So that's not a lot of water. Okay? All right. Right now, we need to really be concerned with the food. If you know how to store your food, you say you bought one on Facebook Market, that's where I got all of mine at. Let me see. Say when the water is turned off, we realize how much water you use. Right. Let me tell you something about living off grid like this. You calculate everything. And make rain catchments, absolutely. Put it connected to your your downspouts from your roof or your shed, or make a artificial roof so that water funnels down in there and fills it up. I do have rain catchment systems, but sometimes it don't rain. I don't leave nothing to chance. Okay? So we really need to start thinking about our food situation, like for real. Okay? Everybody go out, and you know what boggles my mind, and I'm not knocking anybody for this, but I'm just saying it just boggles my mind. No matter where I go, no matter where I'm driving, no matter what city or state I'm in, every single fast food restaurant line is wrapped around the corner out into the street. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. When you're driving down the street, all of y'all, and you know because you see it, when you driving down the street, every single fast food restaurant that you see is wrapped around the corner. It don't matter what time of day, like this the good old days. It don't matter what time of day or night. That line stay in all of these drive-throughs until that place actually closes. And all you can think is, each and every last one of them places, you're not going to leave out of that drive-through without spending no less than $30. If it's just you, you may get away with $20. If it's just you alone, you may get away with spending about 20 bucks on yourself. But if you got your spouse with you and 2 kids, you're going to spend anywhere from $30 and up for that one meal. For that one meal. And you know what you're going to have to do? You're going to have to do it again later on today. You're going to have to do it again tomorrow. You're going to have to do it again the next day and the next day. It blows my mind. I don't know who the hell is running Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, it got to be owned by Nino Brown. And if you get that, what I'm saying, you understand. Nino Brown must own Chick-fil-A. Because I don't understand it. Nino Brown must own Popeye's Chicken. I don't understand it. Because people be fiending for Chick-fil-A. People be fiending for Popeyes. And I don't get it. It don't taste no different from nothing else that's fast food. It got a little different flavor, but it always got something odd on the backwash of it. Like, it always tastes like when you're done eating it, I shouldn't have ate that. Or after I'm done eating it, it was good while you're eating it, but when you're done, that coating left in your mouth and on your tongue, you know I'm going to be doo-dooing later. I don't know what is wrong with me. Your belly started to growling and grumbling. Your belly start to cussing you out. Your bowels about to go out. No matter what you do, I don't understand it. I'm telling you, it's something. It's like it's laced with something in that food. Because people don't care. And they sit in that line and wait for an hour so they can just get this food. They'll sit. They won't even leave. They will sit in traffic with horns honking at them. They don't care. I got to have some of that Chick-fil-A and some of that Popeye. Love that chicken for Popeyes. I don't understand it, man. To me, I don't know if y'all remember that movie back in the early 80s, it was this crazy movie called The Stuff. Do y'all remember that movie? It was like this marshmallowy crap that aliens was making humans eat, and we was going crazy for it, and we kept trying to make everybody else eat some. This movie, go back and look at it. It's a crazy movie. Don't try to make sense of it, okay? If you will watch it. It's probably on YouTube. It's a movie called The Stuff. And when I seen people removing people from the earth over Popeye's chicken, the first thing I thought about was The Stuff, because that's the kind of stuff they was doing. They was forcing everybody, man, you got to taste this new chicken biscuit. I'll buy you 5 of them just so you can taste it. I don't want, no thank you. You know what? Because the same way I seen people fiending over them Popeye chicken biscuits, I was alive for the crack epidemic. Okay? I was alive and well and old enough to understand what was going on during the crack epidemic, and the way people was trying to push them Popeye chicken biscuits was the same way people was like, man, you gotta try this new stuff. It's called crack. Man, it'll blow your mind. Do y'all remember that? When everybody just thought it was cool to smoke crack, like it was the latest thing. It was like the new latest TikTok dance. And nobody cared until people start coming up missing and being found in alleyways. They was alive. They just wasn't themselves no more. It was like ghouls. That's the same way Chick-fil-A and Popeye's chicken is to me. It's like The Stuff. Right? So with that being said, please do your family a favor. Man, go and purchase you some food. Now, I'm going to say something that I heard a man say. That was very logical, and I wish I could remember his name, but he said something that was brilliant to me. He's on YouTube, and I want to give him his credit, but I can't remember his name. Older guy. He been in this game a long time. But listen to this. He said, ain't it funny that if you go out right now while the coast is clear and you go out and start buying up all the food, buying up all the shelving, buying up all the food, you're, what do they call, a hoarder. They call you a hoarder right now, and they feel like you're not hurting anybody but yourself. If you go out right now and take your credit card and buy thousands of dollars worth of food, canned food, and dry goods and stuff and store it up, that's a crazy old hoarder. I can live with that. But if you wait till the very last minute, when the ball drops, when they tell you that they're going to have a shutdown again, and ain't no telling when the government going to open back up, and everybody rush to the grocery store and start buying up food, then they're saying you're not being fair. Now, I can't take credit for that. I heard a gentleman say that, and I want to give him all the credit for that. If you get caught loading your baskets up during some kind of epidemic, that's a good way to put a couple of ounces of lead in your body. If you missing some minerals, that's a real good way to consume a few ounces of lead that you're missing in your daily vitamins. If you wait till all hell break out and then go start loading your cart up with rice, beans, canned goods, dry goods, you may not leave out that store with it, because somebody is watching. Listen, you got 2 problems with that. If you go get your food now you listening to me. I quoted the guy and I appreciate his quotes, but now you listening to me. If you go get this food right now, nobody's paying you no attention. Nobody's paying you no attention. They like, damn, this dude sure must like rice and beans. That's crazy, but whatever. If you go get food and load your cart up with rice, beans, and canned goods and dry goods right now, nobody cares. Nobody's looking at you. You don't attract any attention, especially if you overweight like me. They just like, damn, this fat dude just love beans and rice, I guess. I don't know. They're not focused on you. If you skinny and you go into the store and you got like a uniform jersey on where they think you belong with a team, they think you just buying food for your team or for the Boy Scouts or something. You're not on their radar. If you wait till the last minute, and y'all remember this happened during 2020 and all of them years. If you wait till the last minute, go in this store and buy a bunch of beans, a bunch of rice. Number one, if you're able to make it out alive with that stuff, you only pass one hurdle. The second hurdle is once they see you loading all this stuff in your car, they had people watching you and following you and jacking you for your car and your trunk full of beans and rice. Do y'all remember that in 2020? They was following people home to rob them of all of the goods and stuff that they just got. If you wait to the last minute, you can expect that again. If you're able to make it out the store alive, you better believe somebody in that parking lot is sitting there waiting on people like you. And when they see you loading up about 300 pounds of beans and rice in your trunk, they following you home. So you got another problem. Not only is they following you home, they may rob you there, or they may just wait till the boot drop and they know where all the food is. They'll sit there and write your address down. This dude got about 300 pounds of beans and rice at address 123 Main Street. Everybody ain't preparing. There's some people out here, they're preparing to take what you got. So right now, while the coast is still kind of clear, man, you need to be putting away, loading up, putting food away under your couch, under your bed, in your attic, in your rafters. I don't care where you need to put it. Go put it somewhere. You're not going to be able to store that much food. Even if you are, stored food runs out. What should you be doing right now? I'm a gardener. I'm sure I don't have to tell everybody what you should be doing besides storing the food. You need to create your own food too. Grow your own, eat your own. That means even if you got 5-gallon buckets, even if you live in an apartment, even if you have a little balcony, it don't matter. You can grow your own food. In 5-gallon buckets, you can grow it in the ground. You can grow it in a garbage can. You can grow it in a Rubbermaid bucket. You can grow it in a mixing bowl. You can grow it in a boot. I proved this years ago. I literally grew food. I grew a tomato plant and a pepper plant in a porta potty, the kind you see in the hospital, just to prove a point. I grew some in a boot, a tomato plant, in a freaking rain boot, just to prove a point. You can grow in anything. We should be focused on getting our seeds together and planting food. Simple food. You ain't got to get crazy. Simple tomatoes will keep you alive. Lettuce is fast growing. It'll keep you alive. Kale is fast growing to keep you alive. Collards is fast growing. It'll keep you alive. Food that you can grow and keep on eating off of. Every time you pull a couple leaves off, it grow a couple leaves back. You can eat on the. I got these collard greens out here, and I done ate off of them, and I'll show you. It don't even look like I ain't even said nothing about it on the video. I let y'all watch me plant that stuff out there. Been eating on it every now and then, and when I'm out here, grow your own food. If you can't store up your food, you running out of excuses. Because if you say, Led, I ain't got the money to store up the food. I can't go out and buy $1,000 worth of beans and rice. Okay, but you ain't gonna sit here and tell me you ain't got $1 for a pack of seeds. You ain't gonna sit here and tell me, I know everybody is hard up for money right now. I get it. But you're not about to sit here and tell me that you so broke and life is so bad that you don't have $1 to go get some seeds. Because you want to know something? In this community right here, I don't care who you roll with, somebody will give you some seeds. Somebody on YouTube in this whole community will give you a pack of seeds or send you 2 seeds. It's people out here with literal boxes of seeds. And they have one thing that I've noticed. I don't care who gets along in the gardening community. I don't care who gets along, who don't, who friends and who ain't, who in cliques and who not. One thing still holds true. People will give you seeds in a heartbeat. Don't matter whether they like you or not, they will give you seeds for free in a heartbeat. Some of these channels, like Growing with Hudson, for instance, will say, hey, I got some extra such and such seeds. Any takers, the first person to get these seeds, go to Growing with Hudson and watch her say something like that. Because us gardeners, man, you be so free-hearted and you got so much. And I literally have pumpkin seeds, what's the other ones I got? Passion fruit. I got all these seeds that I saved up. Cucumber. Got no problem giving that stuff away. You know, somebody give you a little money for shipping and handling, and you send them the seeds, man. So I know people like, Led, everybody ain't got that kind of money. You just good at making excuses of why you ain't doing what you supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Plain and simple. At the same time, you'll go get you about a couple fistful of bundles of hair. I see people, I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to get into our priorities are trash. Our priorities in this day and time, and I'm going to veer off real quick. I'm going to veer off real quick because I need to say this, okay? If you ain't here for a short video, this ain't going to be it, all right? Because all this information is important. Get this. Our priorities are so screwed up. I'm going to tell you why I'm going to say that, and this ain't my opinion, it's facts. We always talking about the Rose Garden, the days of the Rose Garden. We always talk about the strength of the people in the Great Depression and how they pulled through the Great Depression. We always talk about all of those times of famine and need and how the American people pulled through. Did you notice something about each and every one of those stories, though? Each and every one of those tales and those stories and that we've heard over the years. One thing that still holds true out of each and every last one of those times of famine and need and desperation. The people cut the shit. Everybody dropped their pride and got busy. Everybody stopped trying to impress each other with who got the biggest house. You know, back in those Victorian days with the houses, everybody stopped worrying about who got the best looking house, who got the best looking lawn, who got the picket fence. Everybody stopped. Every time this country fell into famine and disarray, people cut the crap. They stopped false flagging and they took the mask off and let everybody know I'm broke, I'm busted. Forget this grass, I'm about to dig it up and plant me some food. That's why they got their priorities in order. And now, that's what's different about today. People, while we're watching the United States of America literally crumble in our faces, while we're watching it, this ain't no rumor. Look around you. We're watching it fall. We're watching this empire that they built fall, right? But people are still trying to make you think that they're not worried. People are still walking around here buying expensive clothes, shoes, purses, hair, accessories, and not cars and nonsensical stuff to try to trick you into thinking that they got it going on. This is a news flash, FYI. We see right through you because everybody is taking an L. Everybody. See, if you still got a job or if you still got a little money on the side where you still able to pay your bills, here's the problem with that. Why you think you're untouchable. You think you're untouchable because right now you're still able to stay up on top of your bills, pay your mortgage, yada, yada, yada. Here's the problem with that. You still owe somebody. You don't own anything. You still owe people money. So if right now you living cool, you smooth, you got money, you sitting on, hey, I get it. But all it takes for you is to get sick and catch whatever bug that see as people sneezing around right now. They got people, have you been seeing it? Whatever this is out here that people is catching, this sickness is messing your lungs up to the people is on oxygen. I don't know if it's the C word or not, but it's a new strain. Man, you ain't coming out the hospital with no cough syrup and no lozenges, son. People coming out of here in wheelchairs with oxygen tanks on their back. Everybody look like Scuba Steve. Have you been seeing this? I'm staying away from people, man. Whatever this bug is that people is catching right now, people ain't leaving out of the hospital normal or the way they came in. Everybody got tubes up their nose and a scuba tank on their back. I don't want to know what that is, man. I've been seeing it a lot. Matter of fact, every time I go in the grocery store, I see all these young people in wheelchairs with oxygen tanks on their back. I'm like, first I thought it was some dumbass TikTok trend. And I'm so hurt on the inside, I can't help but laugh, man. I make myself laugh to keep from crying. I thought it was some dumbass TikTok trend. All these young ladies and young men using the Walmart grocery carts that's really made for the disabled and the elderly. These young ass 20-year-old, 30-year-old, 40-year-old young folks driving around in a damn hover round, the store hover round, with a tubes and oxygen tank on them. And to the point I even noticed, like, what the hell is going on? What is with that? And I thought to myself, this some dumbass TikTok trend that I don't know nothing about. Because I see it too often. But then, you see them get in the car with these tanks of oxygen on them. That ain't a trend. That's a sickness. Even back in 2020, I didn't see nobody, either you going in the hospital and you either gonna stay in the hospital or you gonna make it out. But they ain't sending people home with a whole bunch of damn oxygen tanks and stuff. Man, come on. So, what? Oh, I'm sorry. I got off tangent. I went on a tangent because I've been noticing this sickness. Man, stay away from people. Let's get back on track. Go out there and store up as much food as you possibly can. Okay. Please, while the coast is still kind of clear, I have a feeling that something bad is coming. I don't know whether it's going to be economical, financial, spiritual. I don't know what's about to happen. But doggone it, I can feel it like Phil Collins. It's in the air. Or what did I say? Financial, physical, or spiritual. Whether it's going to be some sort of sickness, or we're going to economically totally flatline. Y'all feel it, y'all see it too. And y'all can keep false flagging like you living good all you want to and not putting no food away, not putting storing up no water and storing up no supplies. You could keep acting like you balling all you want to until it come and bite you. Then you're gonna be left begging for food, begging for supplies, begging for help. And let me put on, let's go right to the gusto. Protection. I put up a short video the other day, and I said I did a pick 3 of firearms. My favorites. And if I had, those are my 3 go-tos. AK-47, 12 gauge shotgun, 9mm of your choice. My choice is a Glock all day. Standard Glock 19. You know what scared me? I thought I was going to get a whole list of people stating what their 3 firearms were. You know what I got most of in that? People saying they're in trouble. They're doomed. They don't have anything. I had some people talking about I got a slingshot and some bubble gum and all other kind of crazy stuff. Let me tell you something. I said 3 firearms of your choice. I didn't say bow and arrows and slingshots. And I do know, and trust me, I am a believer in firearms run out of bullets. I know that. There will be an initial surge, if you will. There will be an initial surge where you're may have to use these till they run out of rounds. And then we can start talking about bow and arrows and acting like the Walking Dead and slingshots and booby traps. But right off the rip, it's going to be some lead flying. It's going to be a lot of lead flying. This is why I say that. Civil unrest is in every country right now. Civil unrest is in every country. Here's the problem with that people don't see in America. Every country around the entire globe, some of their people was born and raised right here in the United States of America. Their original country is over there fighting. Their original country over there is fighting. Remember, they were born right here in the United States of America. And I want to put this into your mind so you don't misunderstand what I'm telling you. I'm from Toledo, Ohio, right? I've been living in the South most of my life now. So any things that go on in Toledo, Ohio, that's really not my business anymore. Or is it? If I hear about civil unrest in my hometown, in my city, oh, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to pick up. I got to watch my words. I'm ready to get in the fight. That's my hometown. That's my birthplace. That's where I'm from. So if my people and my family in trouble, man, I'm down for whatever, right? Okay. Even though I haven't been to Toledo and dealt with anything Toledo, Ohio for almost 30 years. But if when my homies call Tupac, you know what it is. So what I'm saying to you is every other country around the world, their people are here in the United States, whether they were born and raised here or they immigrated here. It don't matter one way or the other. They don't like to see their homeland in a scrimmage. I don't care whether they from there or not. I don't care if they don't speak the language or not. If they see their people, their original people over there in a fight and it's unfair and it's civil unrest, they get pissed off too. They right here in America. So here's the problem with that. Everybody around the entire globe, every other single country is looking at us and can't stand us. Remember what I just said. All of their people live right here. I'm not going to call that what it really is because I might get in trouble. But there are groups right here in America and has always been groups that if something pop off over there, they already got people over here to start fighting. Right here in the middle. They'll start fighting right. They ain't got to come across the ocean. They'll start right here in the middle and until they homies come. Hootie hoo! I'm not gonna call that what it's really called. The military term for it, the political term for it. I'm not gonna talk about it. But y'all understand what I'm saying. If the people over in that country over there talk to the people that's already been here, born and raised for a couple generations, if they call over here and say, hey, make it hot, they gonna do it. People don't need, man, oh my God. Hey, can you do me a favor and thank you, Will? Thank you. So, man, we in trouble, man. We in trouble. That's how bad things are right now because we're seeing literal civil unrest. Listen, right here in America with different religions. We got different religious groups butting up head to head. We got different faiths and beliefs buttoned up head to head. We got different ethnic groups buttoned up head to head ready to fight. This place is a mess. And at the same time, I can't depend on this dude to help me fight the people in somewhere that's thinking about coming over here because me and you can't stand each other and we live right next door to each other. How is we going to fight external enemies if me and you can't get along right here over some knucklehead ass man that's tearing the place down? We can't agree on that. That's the first way to lose a fight. If you're infighting inside your house, let me break this down to you. If your mama and your daddy is always fighting domestic violence inside your home, if somebody tried to break in your house and take advantage of your family, y'all won't know what to do. Y'all gonna lose because y'all don't even get along inside the house. Y'all not on one accord. Y'all not coordinated. So if a burglar try to break in your house while y'all just got through tussling and fighting tonight, no dinner and this and that, the burglar gonna win. Because he already, matter of fact, he been paying attention to the disarray inside your house and the loud yelling and fighting going on. That's an easy mark right there. That's gonna be an easy one to take. Telling you, that's what America is right now. We're doing so much infighting. All the people on the outside, listen, hey, guess what? The rest of the world is watching us, man. Let me break this down to you in real time. America has always been the center of the stage. Let me tell you how I know. Even before they came over here on them boats and stole the land, America has always been on center stage. You want to know how I know that? Because that's why they came over here. They had been watching. They done sent a couple of scouts out here like, man, it's grapes over there, man. It's all kind of corn and little people running around, ain't got no clothes on. Man, we need to go back over there. He go back to his land, tell everybody, man, they got all kind of stuff over there, dog. I ain't gonna lie. we need to posse up and go over there, man. Think about it. America has been the center stage since the beginning of this experiment. Before the beginning of this experiment, we are being watched. We have always been watched by the entire world. During slavery, the entire world watched people become slaves. They did nothing. They watched. Excuse me. I do it, man. That's why people can't say they don't know nothing about the days of slavery, and that's why I don't understand why they didn't give us our just dues and why they still feel this way about us when they watched it happen to us. They sat by and watched this destruction. This not what this story is about. My point is that's how closely that America has been watched since the beginning. Nothing has changed. The entire world literally watches us, and I can prove it again. The entire world and every other country around the globe literally watches us so much that they copy off of everything we do. What y'all say on YouTube? He's stealing my content. They stealing my content. My content is stolen. They is copying off of everything I do. Think about it. Everything around the world is influenced. It's the truth. Is influenced by what happened and started right here on this rock. There is not a corner of the globe where people don't know or trying to imitate hip hop, rap, R&B, soul music, soul food, the blues. There is not one corner on earth. I bet you they in the jungles and in the Amazon somewhere doing the latest TikTok dance. I'm telling you, that's how much they watch America. All of their styles, all of their fashion, all of the way they talk, the way they walk, the things they want, listen, man, everything that they desire was something that we all started right here. Come on, let's fashion, designs, food. It's the truth. You go anywhere in the world right now, you kind of think you in America. You wearing everything, that we wear. You wearing it like we wear it. You trying to talk like us, trying to walk like us, and this is no disrespect to any other country. It's just the truth. So, we're being watched by everybody. We're being watched why this all happens all over again. This whole country is failing, and they're sitting around watching us. They're watching everything they do. They're watching this man. They watch him on TV. Listen, we only get a chance to watch this man on TV. They got spies. He think all of these people is loyal to him. Half of them is spies, and they going back and telling their regimes how dumb he is, how easy he is to persuade. The world is watching us. If you don't think that these people ain't watching us and they don't know everything about us, they don't know how to destroy us. You want to know why we got to figure out intelligence on other countries? We have to go. We don't got no we don't got no spies in their country so deep and so thick like that we can keep on reporting back. No, we got to depend on drones and stuff. But you don't know, they have people born and raised right here in these Americas for the last 3 generations. They don't have to go to spy school. They was born this way. So you don't think that information goes back to these other countries? They come over here, make some money, send money back home. You think all is going back home to their countries is money? Information goes back home along with the money to help grandma pay the bills. It's the truth. I ain't saying everybody do it. I'm just saying don't pretend that ain't happening, okay? Now, I want you to think about something. You need to be able to protect yourself. If you ain't got no firearm, Lord help you. I'm not going to say you're going to be the best at it. I ain't going to say you're going to pick up a firearm and instantly turn into John Wick. I'm just saying, I wouldn't get caught without one right now. I wouldn't be without one right now, y'all. Even if you don't want to use it, at least purchase one. At least have it just in case. It'll get you out of a quick pickle. Okay? Now, let's talk about communication. With everything going on right now, if they cut this grid off, if they cut this electricity off, if they cut this power off, communication. Somebody tell me right now, how you gonna communicate? Say you at work, how you getting home? Electricity cut off, shut down, the highways clogged up. And you think because your car still work that you're going to just be able to just drive on home. You got a couple of different problems you're going to have. Number one, if your car is the only one working, somebody going to knock you over the head for it. Number two, even if you escape and nobody actually gank you for your car, you're not going to be able to weave in traffic to get through all this congestion on the roads to get to your house. I bet you most of y'all don't even have a bug out bag in your car. I leave a bug out bag in my car. If you don't have a ham radio, if you don't know how to operate it, you still screwed. CB radio, and I want to say something about radio too, communication. This is why you got to have a plan in order. When I said communication, you didn't see me talk about ham radios, CBs, none of that stuff. It's a reason for that. You're going to be on a ham radio calling for help. You're going to be on a CB calling for help. Who besides your family is going to hear you first? So before we start talking about I'm stuck over here on the road and I got a trunk full of beans and rice that I'm trying to get to the house. Before you go to sprouting out on a ham radio and on a doggone CB radio about your situation, you better evaluate your situation first. What do you have to lose? Because in a bad situation, the person that's may be coming to help you may be coming to help themselves as well. You heard me. I stopped talking about ham radios and CB radios and all that a while back. It's a reason for that. Because your information goes over these airwaves, you don't know who's on the other end of that. Now, if you have a ham radio at your house, if you have a ham station at your home, and you have a mobile one with you, you may be all right. But let me tell you, right, scanners can hear that. All you got to do is watch a couple episodes of The Walking Dead to figure out that's not foolproof. You need the only major line of communication is literally having a plan and sitting down and talking with your family and say, look, let's play a game. What if? What if the lights went out and you at work? What are we doing? What if the lights went out and you're at work and I'm at work? What's the plan? Everybody should do this around the dinner table tonight and every other night from here on out. What's the plan? Write it down and everybody memorize it. If the lights go out, electricity go out, the grid goes down, communication, your cell phone ain't working, ham radios and everything. What are we doing? The kids are at school. What are we doing? You're at work. I'm at work. The kids at school. What's the plan? Everybody. Now, I'm going to ask everybody a question real quick. How scary was those few words that I just said? You're at work, your wife at work, and both of your children are at school in two different schools. Your baby girl at Head Start or preschool, and your son is over here at the high school or junior high school, cross town. He catches the bus to school every day. You take your baby to daycare every day. You across town at work and your wife cross town at work. What's the plan? Now, if you tell me that you can say that to yourself and not pee on yourself a little bit, or poop on yourself a little bit with fear, you lying to yourself and everybody else. Because even to this day, my children are grown, but we have a family plan, and it still scares the hell out of me. Because I hope and pray that they remember the plan. Because everybody ain't on it every single 5 minutes like I am. Everybody ain't thinking about it. I dream about it. How scary is that thought? I need you to think about that every day. I'm not doing it to strike fear into you, or hell, or am I? You need to be afraid of that. You need to be thinking about it. It need to shake you and shudder you. Because everybody's wandering around this world like ain't nothing wrong, man. Like nothing can go wrong. It's crazy to me. I always feel like I'm the only one walking around a bunch of zombies. Because everybody is just mindlessly wandering around spending money that you don't got. So if you're talking about communication, I'm not going to say, ham radios and stuff ain't bad. I'm not saying it. All I'm saying is before you go to doing that, evaluate your situation first, and then you may want to go to the plan A or plan B, whatever your family got. Move to that. Wherever y'all meeting place is, wherever y'all need to go first, you go get the baby girl and I go get the son. And then we both meet up here in the middle. Something, you got to come up with a plan. Okay? Another one, shelter. I wrote all this stuff down, man, in the middle of the night. That was like 3 a.m. one night. And all I could do, I'm just writing this stuff down. Okay. Shelter. Some sort of mobile shelter. I always be telling y'all, I know y'all sick of my tent videos, but it's a reason why I started the camp club. It's a reason why I camp so much. It's a reason why I started a whole group of people to go to camp. It wasn't just to have fun. We started these groups for camping we have fun, but we put ourselves, we'll pick a night or two, and you got to put yourself through the ringer. Put yourself through the ringer. No electricity on Thursday night. Thursday night is no power night. Y'all can practice that right there in your backyard. You can practice that even in your house. It's so many people that cannot do it. You can't even flush your own waste down the toilet without electricity. Because once the electricity go off, the water goes off. No more water goes in your bowl. Where's your waste going? Your bodily functions. Where's that going? Nobody's thinking about this stuff. It's little simple stuff that you take for granted that you do every day. You flush one turd with 3 or 4 gallons of water a few times a day and never even think about it. It don't back up in the pipes. It ain't going nowhere. You may get that one last flush, and now you're going to have a whole bowl full of chocolate jello pudding. That poop ain't going nowhere. Nobody should be pooping in the toilet no more after the lights go out. Everybody better grab that 5-gallon bucket and a damn Walmart bag and handle your business. I know it sounds gross to hear me say it, but I'm serious as all get out right now. Get comfortable sitting on a 5-gallon bucket. I can't make this up, man. This is real stuff that the grid don't gotta be down for you to have to do. We had a plumber come to the house the other day while I was live, and guess what? He said, I'm sorry to tell y'all, we're gonna have to cut y'all water off for one day until we come back with the parts tomorrow. Me and my wife was like, well, she handled it, no problem. So when I got off the live stream, I came in the house, I'm like, so what did he say? The water is off. All right, you know what it is. Go out to the shed, get some of the camping gear, and pull out some 5-gallon buckets and get some damn trash bags. It's on and popping. Go tell your son, give him a 5-gallon bucket, put it in the main bathroom. Now, if you got some land, you are a cut above the rest because you got somewhere to run. And I'm gonna end this with this. We talked about communication, have a plan. Self-protection, we talked about that. Fuel, only count on wood. Don't try to count on gasoline, diesel fuel, kerosene, nothing. The only fuel you need to be concerning yourself with is wood. Trust me. Now, where was we at? Transportation. Transportation. Bicycle. Not no electric bike, not no e-bike. A bicycle. The classic bicycle. A bicycle is quiet. A bicycle is swift, is fast, and it doesn't take too much energy to make you go from one place to another. Second way of transportation, get your butt up and walk. Don't nobody want to hear that, especially when your knees go to popping. No, nobody want to hear that. Walking, bicycle, classic bike, no electric bike. Now, I will say this, and I know y'all don't believe me, but I can't make this up. It's two things I keep in my vehicle at all freaking time. If it gets stolen out my truck, so be it. I'll replace it and put another one in it. You know what it is? My bug out bag and a cheap little fold up V4 wagon. I can't make it up. I will not take that stuff out. I don't care what I'm going to do, what I'm going to purchase, or I need extra room in my truck. I will not leave them out of my truck. Those two things sit in my truck, just like my spare tire and my jack. A fold-up wagon and my bug-out bag with all my essentials in it to get me from point A to point B. I can show it to you right now. My wife will tell you, we go on, when we go to our place in Florida, she'd be like, well, I can't get my luggage in because you got this stuff. I'm not taking that out. We'll set that stuff on the back seat. Ain't nobody back there. I don't care about none of that. We'll put the luggage on the top. We'll put something on the top of the truck. I'm not taking my bug out bag out in my fold up wagon. It's a reason for that, because it done saved me too many times. See, carrying your bug out bag is fine. If you steady and you healthy and you can carry that kind of weight on your back, that's wonderful. A lot of people can't. A lot of people can. A lot of people aren't that healthy. So say you got your bug out bag, you're healthy, you can carry your bug out bag on your back. You might have a child with you. You can pull that child in that wagon because that baby ain't going to walk as long as you. That's first and foremost. You don't want that baby to be tired like that. Number one. That's number two, I mean. Number three, what if you need to bring extra gear with you? You got other stuff inside your vehicle. When it break down or the grid go down, you need to take some of this stuff with you. Maybe you got more food. You was at the grocery store. Take this food with you, put it in that wagon. And then your baby sit on top of the wagon. You pull the wagon. Or let's break it all down. You can't carry this pack no more. Your backpack is on you. Take that backpack off and put it in that wagon and pull it. It's a lot easier on your back and your knees. I promise you, it has saved me so many times just like that. That's why I keep them in my car. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what's in fashion and what's in style. So those are my means of transportation. Bicycle, walking, and keep you a little cheap fold-up wagon. They don't cost something like $40, $35. Keep you a little fold-up wagon. They ain't got one to be them big old grocery cart ones. Nope, I got a little cheap one, and the wheels is about 4 inches tall. That's all I need. It can go through the grass, and it can go through the sidewalk. Okay? So I wanted to really touch on that. If you got a piece of land, I'm going to end this with this. If you have a piece of land or property somewhere, my last word to everybody, if everything hit the boot the way it's smelling like it's about to, have somewhere to go. Get out of these cities. This ain't no go buy land spiel or nothing right now. I'm just telling you, have somewhere to go outside of the city, outside of the congestion. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why, and I can prove it. These ice cream men that keep on snatching people up out here in the street. Every time you look on the news and see the ice cream men out here snatching people up in the street, where are they? They in the cities. They're in the heart of the cities. They're downtown. They're in the suburbs, aren't they? Okay. The reason why I stated that is because that's where all the chaos is happening, in the heart of all of the cities. It don't matter whether it's the ice cream men or it's just civil unrest, the racism, the hatred, the sexism. All of the people can't stand each other and fighting and shooting each other in all of these establishments is happening in the heart of the city. You're not hearing any of this stuff happening in rural areas. All of this crazy civil unrest where people can't get along, you're not hearing any reports of any of this stuff happening out in the farmlands. In rural areas, you're not hearing it. And it's not because the news can't make it out there soon enough. It's because it's a headache to try to get out there. And everybody in the rural areas and in the country is so far spread apart. Your job in any kind of job is to be efficient, correct? It's to be efficient. Meaning, I want to catch as many people as I possibly can. Well, in the country, in the rural area, man, everybody is spread about 2 and 3 and 4 miles apart. Man, if we go and try to raid one house, number one, we got to hope they home. Number two, we going to have to find them in these woods. Number three, man, we only caught one dude. It's easier to catch a bunch of fish with a net. Do you understand what I'm saying? If the fish is in this little small pond and you throw a cast net out, man, you can catch a lot of fish, even by accident. That's the city. It's full of fish. It's congested. If you don't catch a fish here, you got a problem. Something's wrong with you because it's too easy. They're throwing a cast net and all these people. It's easy to catch them. It's easy. All of that madness is happening right in the heart of the city. And all of these people think it's a good idea to stay this close together. You got to spread out. With all this stuff going on right now, if that power grid go down, everybody need to go find somewhere to go and leave that city, leave those city limits. If you got family somewhere with some land somewhere, figure out how to get there. I'm telling you, you need to at least have a conversation with that family member and say, listen, if you go to popping off, is it cool if we come through? Because that's where we are right now. My family has plans. And I'm hoping, and the reason I'm doing this video is I'm hoping your family does too. So everybody, that's how I'm going to end my video today. I just wanted to put something on your mind. It's easy ways to get out of all of this mess. We all up to our necks in the doo-doo. I don't see us coming out unscathed from this. I don't see us. We've had bad administrations. We've had bad politics. We've had bad battles with other countries over all these years. But you know what? I have never seen Both sides agree on that. Like, we're screwed. Whether you voted for a person or not, whether you love their dirty draws or not, people are now agreeing, yo, this is getting worse. I wanted a little bit of hatred and a little bit of racism. I didn't want the whole kit and caboodle now. Y'all doing too much. So I think people are starting to agree across the board, no matter who you voted for or what you think or how you feel. The reality is starting to kick in with all of us as this ain't about you. It's not about me. It's not about who you voted for on that side or who you voted for on that side. This is about world domination. It don't matter what side you on, who you voted for, what color you are. They got a bunch of people tricked to think that since you look like them, you cool. You're safe because you look like them. You wrong, my friend. You wrong. They done already pulled that trick on y'all. Thinking that they made you think that you were superior to other people. And then when they eradicated other people, then they used you. Man, that's happening again, man. Everybody need to stop thinking that they better than each other and start to realize who the real villains are. Like, yo, Freddy Krueger and Jason is fighting over which one get a chance to delete me and take my soul. That's what we're watching right now. Freddy Krueger and Jason is fighting each other to figure out which one of them gets to snatch my soul. And they're asking me, which one do I want to win? What? That's what's happening right now. And everybody cheering, I got Freddy Krueger. Ooh, I got Jason. You both is stupid. We all need to be running together. Because it don't matter who about to win over these lunatics. When it's all said and done, they coming after us. Everybody's so dumb and taking sides and don't even realize, man, we are the actual thing that they fighting over, man. The power over us. I'm cool, man. So with that being said, I just want to let y'all know what was on my mind. I told y'all this video wasn't going to be quick and slick. I did want to make sure I dropped the right information, and I even had it wrote down. I did this a couple days ago at 3 in the morning. Everything I said is all factual. You can go look it up. And I want everybody to go read another book too. What is it called? And I need to purchase this book because I don't own it. What is it? 1 Minute After? It's a book called like 1 Minute After or something like that. I think we all need to go read that. I've seen bits and pieces of it, and I've seen people reading it. Bits and pieces of people have read it. I think it's time for me to sit down and drink me some nice herbal tea and read that book. 1 second after, that's it. I think I'm going to order that right now. All right. So with that being said, everybody, keep your head down, be safe, protect yourself. Oh my God. I can't believe how many people told me that they don't have something to protect themselves. Family, stop playing. Have you ever seen anything like this before in your lifetime? Have you ever seen anything like this in your entire lifetime? We've only heard about stuff like this happening in other countries. People overthrowing the government dictating and overthrowing the people. And we only hear about this in other countries, man. This is stuff us as Americans used to look over at other countries like, man, that's a damn shame what they doing to them people. Oh, well, guess I'm going to go to Chick-fil-A. Noonie, 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 noo. We used to look at other countries like, man, look at them. They uncivilized. They over there acting like animals. They all over there fighting amongst themselves on the same land. That's a damn shame. Oh, well, guess I'll go to Popeye's Chicken and get me some food. Noonie, 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 noo. I'm in America. I'm safe. I'm happy. Now, other countries are staring at us, looking at us like, look at these savages. Look at them all fighting amongst themselves. Look at them. Look who they voted in. They voted for a man that said he could go and pop somebody in the middle of Main Street. Oh, well, guess I'll go get me some hung fing. Noonie, 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 noo. They're looking at us laughing. We are saying we're the most powerful force on the planet, acting like this. I'm gonna tell you what it looks like to other countries. While we keep saying we're the most powerful force on the planet, I'm gonna tell you what it looked like. Have you ever seen your son play Superman and he got a bed sheet or a towel wrapped around his throat and tied it nice and tight, and he got on some swimming goggles and he got on some damn scuba diving flippers, and he a superhero all of a sudden, and he come up to you, Dad, guess what? What, son? I'm a Superman. I got all kind of power, and I'm the most powerful kid in the universe. Oh, that's beautiful, son. I bet you are. I bet you can fight all the crime, can't you, son? Yes, sir. I'm going to fly away. That's how dumb we look to other countries. Like when a little child walks up and tell you he's a Superman, he got his damn shorts on backwards, his shoes on the wrong feet, and he got a towel that say the Hilton on it, because y'all been stealing towels, but a towel around his neck talking about he a superhero. I'm the most powerful man in the universe. That's how stupid we look right now. That's how dumb he making us look, like silly children that don't know no better. With that being said, let me go. Everybody be safe. Keep your head down. Growing with Hudson. Thank you, my sister, for being here. I shouted you out earlier, too. I don't know if you're going to stick around to find that. But everybody, thank you for watching. Please be safe. With that being said, Lev Farmer 73, I love you, and I'm out. Peace. That thing don't even want to cut off.